Okay, so in this problem, we want to give some context to a system of equations that's already been modeled for us. And the only information they give us here is that a person is saving dimes and quarters. So you have to ask yourself, what does each equation represent in the system? So the first equation, 0.25x plus 0.1y equals 2140. Well, I know dimes are worth 10 cents, and I know quarters are worth 25 cents. So it must be that the number of quarters that I have, x, times their worth, plus the number of dimes that I have times their worth, is equal to a total of $21.40. So this person has $21.40, and they only have dimes and quarters. The second equation says that the total amount of x plus the total amount of y is 103. So she has 103 coins made up solely of dimes and quarters. Now, if I wanted to solve a system like this, what I'm going to have to do is line up x, y, and the constants that look something like this. And now what I can do is use my elimination method, where I need coefficients to be identical in order for me to eliminate them using addition or subtraction. So what I have to do to the second equation is times each one of these terms by a certain number. So I can make each term be multiplied by 0.25. So I'm going to times that by 0.25, and I'm going to times this by 0.25, and I'm going to times 103 times 0.25. So 103 times 0.25 is 2575. So what I've done is I've multiplied each term by a certain number, and that does not change the line in space that it represents. So multiplying equations by constants is okay. And what this allows me to do is, if I was to subtract the two equations, another thing that I'm allowed to do, is going to eliminate the x term here. So now I just have to go with 0.1y, so in my calculator, 0.1 subtract 0.25. Here I have negative 0.15y, and that's equal to 2140 minus 2575, and that gives me negative 4.35. All I have to do now is divide by the coefficient in front of y on both sides, basic rules of algebra, to solve for y. So that number divided by negative 0.15 is 29. So there's a total amount of 29 dimes. So from my previous information, I know that x plus y is 103. So I can use my answer for y and sub it in right there. Namely, x plus 29 equals 103. So if I just subtract 29 on both sides, I'll solve for x. Here, x is equal to 103 subtract 29, and that's 74. So let's give some meaning to this solution. X equals 74, y equals 29. It's an ordered pair on the graph. Now this point is going to satisfy both equations, so it's on both lines. So it's the intersection point of the two lines. And I have 74 quarters and 29 dimes, totaling 103 objects, and I should have exactly $21.40.